Who's the first person to not like something?
Because it started off slow.
That song is
What?
Every 3 days, I'm getting stopped because I have dreadlocks or whatever the stereotype that the police have. It's like, okay, so am I supposed to comply every single time now?
The stupidest people in my class all went to teaching.
How they doing as a teacher?
I don't know. That's the next generation.
Guys, I need one more.
3 seconds, bro.
Oh my God.
2, 1, 0. How could you not think of anything?
Shit. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to episode 294 of the Disruption Podcast.
Woo!
We're gonna have a good time. We've got 55 minutes today. We're gonna be talking.
Everybody tired.
Amari Gala recap. We're gonna be talking Shannon Sharpe not choosing any women that go to Amari Gala.
Oh man.
We're gonna be talking Anzac Day and some controversy around that. But first of all, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this one around. Make sure you rate us on Spotify. That really helps.
Please.
And it's Neil the Baghdaddy.
Chief Olasoji in the building, baby.
It's your girl, Moise. Hey.
He's the prince.
Oh.
All right.
back.
He said, all right. Sense, man. We here, bro.
We are here.
Did you guys sleep, by the way?
Sort of.
It's those ones where it was a blink.
Feels like a long day. It feels we're not in the next day. We're just in a long day.
I agree.
Things have just continued, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, head is gone.
Head is finished right now.
We came off the back of it, man. Another year done.
Congratulations, guys.
You guys
amazing,
really
amazing
killed it. Like,
work.
this year
Genuinely,
was-
like, is that what you feel?
Nah, like honestly, like
I don't know. Be honest with me.
I'll tell you why, but yes, give us glaze us after. But because immediately as the event finished, I was like, all right, what went wrong? That was the first mind that came to mind. I was like, okay, what went wrong?
Well, I'll tell
Who was unhappy? Who was unhappy? What was anything that didn't connect with people? That was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, I actually don't know how the event went.
Yes,
so
Did
anything come to mind of those things for you?
There were things that obviously every event there's ad hoc stuff that you got on the night, like having to run, and I'm gonna flame this guy later on in the pod, having to run and grab your nominee from outside as they're being awarded their award. It's crazy, bro. But there's all those little kind of things there. But I'm like, I don't think there's anything I'm like, oh, someone might be like, oh, that was a bad experience.
Yeah.
Like maybe, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but we'll find out. Well, we're done, man.
Yeah, man.
What were you going to say on it, though?
I thought it was really dope. Like, especially venue choice just made everything feel very opulent. Decadent.
Come
You
on
know what I
now.
mean? Like, it felt like, I think I said this to you, it was like, it felt secret society in a good way.
Yeah. Like underground kind of vibe.
It was different.
And the theme was on point as well for the venue. So you guys
I mean, that's the thing. The venue inspired the theme. We should have gone with Black Opulence as opposed to Renaissance.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, I offer my friends free consultations and they never talk
they
to
don't
me.
take it.
Black Opulence bangs.
That's actually nice.
That's crazy. Hey, man, 2026. I'll have to run that. Yeah, the venue.
The venue.
It's funny, we graduated in that venue from high school.
Wow.
Ali.
That was
hell?
Wait, what?
That's crazy.
I graduated at
like as in that we got. Oh,
that's what you
I
did.
graduated at the race course where they did the COVID vaccines.
It was a proper grad, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what we had our
Damn.
graduation celebration
So-
after we did but the ceremony was in the big St. Patrick's.
St.
whatever.
Patrick's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, bro, they had bread. For what reason?
Yeah.
For what?
Honestly.
Bro, what the? Anyways. But yeah, we graduated
They
there.
loved us,
And then I don't know, when we're looking through venues, like, bro, what about our graduation spot? Like, that place was crazy.
I think we actually went there maybe 2 years ago. We were checking out venues. And then they gave us a price. We said,
Thanks, mate.
we said, hey, don't worry about
Yeah.
it. This place is not for us. Not this year. So it's crazy to go back the following, literally year after, for us to get the spot in which, literally last year we're like, way out.
Insane.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourselves,
It was
though.
really cool. It was good to see all those people. Everything.
Yeah, man. It was really good to see people that don't really smile and have fun.
That's crazy.
No, like
It's
for
true,
real.
it's
Like
true.
you get that a lot, especially like the bit of the older crowd as well. Like they were loving it, and I love that they were loving it as well. And they were showing up to the after party too. I don't know.
Hey, some of them wanted that.
We're thinking of the same.
Having a good
Now you had two.
What's going on?
I said, you're a big CEO. Anyway.
And that's why they walk out together too.
I wasn't there, so I can't really. Yeah, that's crazy.
Timestamp. It was
It's getting down.
And then they still get together.
CEO what? Interesting.
Oh no way!
I hear it.
They had a good time.
I
They
said,
had a
right,
good
that
time.
was good.
Alright, Mr. was lying.
It was
Bro, I wish I was there to see
You want to
it.
have a black renaissance at my place?
Everyone, bro, remember who I am. Whoa.
Hey, he said it takes without the party, bro.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's
nah.
dope. I like that it goes across that age groups then. Like that
That's what I
everyone
was
is
gonna
able
say. I
to-
think that's why it's very different to the normal ones that take place, because it's like you have the older crowd, but because they're amongst the younger people, like they actually allow themselves
out
to
of them.
enjoy it and have a good time. Like I'm seeing them up with their cameras, just recording, they're
I don't love
dancing
it,
on the
yeah.
table. Because I was just
Dancing
sitting
on the table?
No, sorry, dancing at their table. Because I was just sitting and I was literally observing. Because I was like,
No bad vibes.
I've been.
I'm playing, I'm
relax.
playing.
Because I've been, obviously, you know, I hear your conversations, your meetings, and, you know, countless hours that you guys have put into it. And I was like, wow, like this actually has happened. I think I was standing with, maybe I don't know if she wants her name there. But anyways, and we were just like looking, we were like, these guys actually put this together. Like this is insane. The magnitude that you did, the type of people that you're bringing together as well. I love it. There was one lady dressed in Nigeria gear, a white lady. She was having
yes,
a
Oh,
good
bro, when she
time,
walked
man.
in, I said,
I said, sis, you
I
ate.
love this.
Hey, you guys see her dance floor?
Nah.
Yes, I
Oh.
did.
You know what? That stuff has to
Beautiful,
be
bro.
embraced and never ridiculed, because it's like
Oh yeah, of course.
everyone else does the same with Western
and a lot of
Yes.
other
Stuff,
aspects
right?
of
Everyone
things,
comes
right?
in suits. Everyone
Yeah.
comes with it. It's like
And she was
Embrace
just,
it.
she
Bro,
was
she
just
walked in, I
swimming.
said,
I
"This
loved
looks
it so
good,
much.
bro."
She won't
It
dance,
was
but she
beautiful.
killed
It
it.
was
No way.
beautiful.
She killed the dance floor, bro.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
She
that's
really
I
did.
said, what the
That's
heck?
it.
It's not just the Nigerian outfit. She do some Nigerian dance.
Yeah,
move.
yeah.
I said.
Hustle off one time. Never turn back.
That's a lot,
she has
man.
like a
huh?
Nigerian partner or something.
It must be,
Must be,
bro.
must be.
It must be because she had the
That's
moves.
Friends, yeah.
That's cool.
All right, highlight.
I'm
Okay,
just
yeah.
realizing when it comes to Amari, Ma was like a deadbeat mother. She named this kid and never raised it.
Oh, don't do me like that.
She comes once every Sunday for
I'm
1
gonna
minute.
flame out.
She comes on birthdays only, bro.
she comes-
She comes on birthdays
I'm
only.
gonna flame out right
How's
now.
Amari?
Wait, why?
Mawa, yeah. Daniel, I want to help. Let me know what I can do on the night. Gets added into the volunteer chat.
Who added me?
Brother, on the night, posted up at the table, having the entree, having the mains, having the dessert. Ignored the group chat. You can't even communicate to anyone, brother. You didn't ask any questions. Bruh, never got up.
Have you tried the dessert? It's real nice. It's
I
real
mean, the volunteers who were there, they held the jobs down.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
honestly,
was,
yeah,
I loved
Yeah,
it.
that was
Amazing
really
work.
good.
Man.
Yeah. Highlight
So
then.
next year, you know,
Highlight.
Good. What is the highlight?
It's hard to top venue.
Really? Yeah, okay.
It is-
Like
Yeah.
that. Like it's.
I'm
It
surprised.
served as the perfect backdrop for everything else that
Yes,
happens there.
yes.
And I was like, but it's such a good foundation.
You know what the hard part is? Because that's a heritage listed building.
Yeah.
So we wanted like your photo booths, your 360s,
but
your
you
red
can't get
carpet
nothing.
outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many, there were good spots for that. Even where we saw,
Yeah.
shout out Alma, bro, them photos, I can't wait to see them. Or we saw her taking them serious setting photos there. Imagine they were all in there. It helps the venue, the room to really just be focused on that.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Yeah.
it sucks that we had to have it in there and have the movement
Yeah.
happening at the same time. But yeah, the venue was, but yeah, that heritage thing,
Yeah,
they take it
the-
serious, bro.
Yeah.
You can't plug
The
it
venue
into
speaks
the
for
wall.
itself. Yeah.
You can't put a phone charger in there unless that phone charger is test and tagged. Like that's what they're on.
Crazy.
Got to maintain
That's
it.
what they're on, bro. It's mad.
Oh, nah,
Yeah.
it was-
All right, so
What
venue,
other?
yeah.
What other?
What was your highlights?
You know,
at least.
I've got a clear moment.
Oh, you got
I
a
was
clear.
like, this is actually sick. That I love. Okay, yeah. It was after Jerome's performance. When like they had the little like
The little-
Caribbean beat going on, he said,
Yeah.
"Hey, run that back, come back, like let's do it again."
Brother.
MCs.
And then MC
Bro, the
Steven
MCs will do the
started
thing.
getting
really
into his deep.
Was my
Yeah, yeah,
favorite,
yeah.
bro.
That
Oh.
was good.
Bro, he was in the Jamaican back.
Bro,
I
when
said,
he-
where did you
bro,
pull that
bro,
from?
when he-
Where
when he-
you're from the
Because when he
streets of
put that
Khartoum, bro.
reggae on, I said, yeah.
Got into that little bag
That was
there.
a nice moment.
To be fair, because I didn't know he's South Sudanese, right?
Bro.
And I assumed he just seemed Nigerian the way
Oh
he
no,
was
hey,
talking stuff.
Kind of like the way he talks.
And then he said something about South Sudan, and Chang's on our table, and he goes, He's South Sudanese. I thought it was Nigerian. And I was like, it's not just me. But he killed
hear
it.
it.
That moment was so
That you
sick,
did,
bro.
yeah. If was doing the high pitch, he was doing like
Yeah,
he was
man.
doing like the rap
Bro,
with
that
the
was
reggae.
a bumper,
Shout out
bro.
to them too. That was a very nice
Good
story.
dude.
They bounced off each other
Man,
very well.
I think we always pick the best combination
Is it?
for things. Yeah. We pair people up nicely, bro. Effie
Who was
and
last year?
Steven.
It was Effie and KG last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Effie and Steven.
All right, you
bro,
guys are 1 for 2.
that is so rude. That is so rude.
You guys are 1 for 2.
you will bleep that out, man.
Wow.
It's critique.
That's crazy.
It's
That's so
Not to
rude.
you guys.
I like all our MCs. Yeah.
Mr. Political
Damage
bro. He
control.
said, I like all that.
Nah, bro.
But nah,
Nah,
shout
this
out
year's
to
was a
everybody.
combination.
Yeah, no, it was not.
That was a combination.
Do you guys, I guess, as event organizers, when it comes down, because obviously everything else is beautiful, whatever, but when it comes down to like winners and all of that stuff, you guys don't have a part to.
What just happened to this?
I just remember Dominican Republic of Congo.
Who said this? Oh, last year.
Oh god!
Sorry.
Just comes to
Dominican
say,
Republic of Congo is crazy.
Sorry, yeah, continue. Do you
On
guys?
stage, somebody said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out MC, man. Yeah, I actually forgot that happened until right now. Dominican Republic of Congo is a beautiful one, man.
oh nah. I remember
You just got a small group of Dominicans in Congo or what? Like, what's happening here, bro? what are you saying? You said the winners?
The
Do
winners,
you guys pick
because
the-
like whenever I sit down, like you watch all these event shows and stuff. I'm like, well, I wonder how
The background.
the background and all that. So obviously, you have nothing to play with it. But in terms of winners and people, I don't know how to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say, guys. I actually don't know what I'm trying to
Are
say.
you asking like,
No
what's the
pressure.
process of picking a winner?
Not
or
the
what?
process. I don't care about the process.
Oh, nice.
I'm talking about like the feeling, of people winning, especially because these are people that you guys know, right?
Not all of them do
I mean,
as well. That's
yeah,
the
that
thing.
is true,
There were
actually,
people
which
that
is
I
actually
found
very
out
good.
because of this awards
Yeah, that's
ceremony.
true. For the first time, I actually saw these people, guys. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
to
okay.
kind of
That's
answer
good.
what I think you
No,
even
really good
asked,
journalism.
journalism is up
That's
there.
good.
The South Sudanese alliance over here is crazy, man. It's
good.
No, I was genuinely even there, like waiting to find out who the winner
Yeah,
is
yeah, of
for
course,
some of them.
of course.
Like, I think it was it might have been the Trailblazer of the year that I was like, oh snap, like bro.
Bro, see that one? I was,
there
bro,
waiting.
I was on my bro.
So like
hardest one.
the only ones that I find out is the ones that can't make it because I have to put their
Do the
video,
video.
into their slides. So and I said I don't want to hear anything else out about it. There's only 2 people in our team that find out who wins like maybe 2 days before.
Yeah.
Because we have to obviously pattern things up and
else to know,
whatnot.
yeah.
Of course.
But I only find out who's not there to get the videos in.
Yeah.
So I'm there watching, waiting as well to find out who
I don't want.
That's
I don't want to
exciting.
know too.
Even our
Exciting
icon.
moment.
Did our icon know last year? Did Selbo know that she was icon?
Yeah,
Because this year you only didn't know.
yeah.
I'm like, this is lit. Like,
That was nice. That
you
was
come
a
to an
nice
event and then you
touch.
get
I love it
given-
because she was
Yeah.
like, you're reading the bus, like, it sounds like me.
Yeah.
But it can't be me. It can't be me. Impossible.
Oh, that's lit, man.
And they called their
love it.
name.
I
So
love
that
it.
proper.
there's only one winner that I knew.
Yeah.
I only knew like literally 30 seconds before, and it was Jerome.
Oh, Jerome.
So what happened? Because obviously, Charmaine, she's one of the people that put it together, the applications from the judges, right? So she knew that he was the winner for the music artist. So Jerome went out. He performed.
So
then
he just
he
performed?
left. But apparently he was like, he's gonna stay in the building. He's like, hey, I'm gonna go step out for a little bit. And then they're going to announce the winner. And then Charmaine goes to me, have you seen Jerome? And I was like, oh, I'm not sure. It's like, go get Jerome right now. Go get Jerome right now. And in my head, I was like, if they're gonna announce the music artist, that means that Jerome probably won.
Yeah.
Right. And then he left the building.
Oh
Brother,
my God.
this Carlos.
No, but brother.
Carlos did my head in.
No.
Carlos did my absolute head in.
No. Okay, you say your
someone
part.
said he went
You say your
outside.
part, I'll say my
I'm
part.
gonna slap you, bro. Someone said he went outside, yeah? I said, Carlos, because I
They never said they went outside.
I was talking.
He left the video. Bro, he did not leave the building.
Yes. I was talking. I think I was on my way to go find him, and then someone stopped me, so I had to sort something out. I was like, Carlos, you go outside and check if he's there. I swear the guy went up the stairs, didn't even look out the door, came back. I can't find him. He's not there. I said, there's no way. There's like they said he went outside. He has to be there.
No one said he went
I
outside.
ran up. Open the door. He's there. He's right there. I was like, Carlos, we could have saved 20
Having a
seconds
good
there, bro.
time, man.
You know
Bro.
why? No. You know what? We had a door girl,
Shut up, bro.
right? She's a door. registration. I ran upstairs. I was like, "Hey, did you see a guy walk past?"
Nah,
He's like,
and that's when you messed up. Hey, did you see a guy walk past? What the heck?
no. At that time, it was if anyone walked out, you would have known
Yeah.
because it was quiet that time.
Yeah.
She said, "Nah, no one." I was like, "Okay."
Bro,
And then I went back down.
dog.
Yeah.
Fam, I got up there. I said, I didn't want to ruin it for him. I was like, hey, your category is on now. So they're about to announce who the winner might
He's
be.
like,
Bro, I just see him look up. Huh? What? Okay. Kill you. And we're running like the footage honestly looks like a Maury interview. I'm telling you.
Hey,
So the
You are
camera
not
guy
the
was
dad.
with me. So the camera guy was with me. So honestly, it's perfect. I didn't even know he was there. Bro.
they kept saying, "Jerome, are you in the building?" He's just running.
Bro, literally, we came from outside, camera
All
on
the
him,
way.
running down the stairs, down through the
That's
foyer,
so good.
straight through the crowd as
That
well.
is so good.
Bro, I let them go. I'm at the back.
Bro. Yeah, this guy was
yeah,
finished.
gym's not working.
It's not working. You
Bro.
can't do arms, back, and chest. You need cardio sometimes.
But he's a
Nah, we
performer,
love him,
man.
man.
I think
He's
he's
nice.
he's one
It
of
was
my
a good
favorites.
time.
He was very
It was
nice.
a good
Yeah,
time.
so-
Well, can't wait till next year, eh?
Nah, you guys have really pioneered something.
For
Like,
real.
I think it's sick.
At
real.
one point, I was actually thinking, I was like, you know, they say like, if you're the smartest person in the room, like you're in the wrong room.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, what my best friends achieve is crazy. I'm the stupidest person. I'm in the right room.
You're in the right
I just said I'm in the right room.
That's it,
I
man.
appreciate
That's
that.
it.
Bro, like, and I think I was talking to these guys, or maybe it was even Jeremy specifically. I was like, bro, like the people around us are really why this even is able to like still survive. Because my head could have been gone many times, bro.
Yeah,
Or even like, bro, Miles got a whole notes of critique.
Yeah,
I was
bro.
like, first of all, like you could have
I
just
was-
enjoyed the night, but like this is what we
what we
need.
need,
Like our
yeah.
people's around us to be
They
like, yeah,
let us know
cool,
what we can do,
but
yeah.
this is where we can take this thing.
Of course.
Yeah,
Sick, man.
I don't know what we're gonna do next year, man.
I'll tell you.
It does.
Okay, wait, nah.
It does.
got ideas.
For me, it slightly feels like you know how you go step 1, step 2,
Yeah.
step 3. It felt like we went step 1 and then we went step 3.
Yeah, you guys definitely jumped.
You think?
It-
The thing is, it was miles ahead of.
It was
last
way
year
miles. Yeah,
in
nah,
terms
bro.
Of an event,
Because
like this felt like the type of event that paparazzi go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's ahead
even
in
though last
terms
year was
of
beautiful.
in terms of this being the second one. Like this is something that feels like it's meant to be the 7th or 8th. Like you guys
so
already.
you guys are gonna be all right.
The standards
with something
are
else.
here.
We're about to go back and say, "Hey guys, this is actually the second year.
I don't know, 7th year, we're gonna just do
We're
this
gonna
again.
be
Right, it's great though because you already had people last night saying, "Hey, we want to invest next year already." So it's like
They
people
can
are
give us
seeing
the money that we
value.
can continue that. We
Well,
can
I mean,
continue
yeah,
that. Yeah.
so that's
The
sick to
value.
hear because in my mind, what I was thinking was like, how different is this from last year? Venue is the only thing I could say is different.
Nah,
but I was
but-
The
like,
atmosphere.
Guys,
was-
guys,
But,
know
that,
what?
but that is will always be the biggest change, venue and
course.
theme, right? Because
Yeah.
that's the backdrop for the event.
course.
yes.
So it's like, yeah,
Oh, we have to go to space next year, bro.
but that's it, bro. With Gayle King and Katy Perry.
That's-
Hey, we gotta
I
join
need
them up
Jeff
there.
Bezos to come and fake open the door, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, so it does feel like we meet, but we executed. But it feels like this actually like as Mom was saying, this is this is not year 2.
Can I be
tickets
honest
are
with
out?
you guys right now about something?
Oh, please.
Tickets are about something.
Tickets are out.
They're gonna be.
They're gonna
By
They
the
would have
time
been
this
by the
drops?
time
next
this is
year's
out,
tickets
probably.
is dropping very soon.
Okay, stay tuned.
What did we think of the after party flyer?
After party
Yeah,
for
So
did
good.
you do that?
Yeah, but what do we think?
Oh,
of
he
it?
did GPT. He did GPT. He did
I mean, it was
GPT.
good.
Guys, I've had no time this week. And I said, if you guys need help, let me know. And then you come with an actual test. I meant like if you need like a bit of like
can
admin
pick
help.
something up
Or,
or-
yeah.
Not a whole flyer.
And then you went flyer like for tonight. And I was like,
Oh.
all right.
I loved it, bro.
Yeah, it was really
great,
nice.
right?
It was-
No, that was good. What are you talking about, bro?
It was incredible.
Chat did its job,
I'm
eh?
quitting my job.
Nah, this is
Took me
scary.
10 minutes.
Scary.
And it gave me a
That's
thing, and I
crazy.
said, "Nah, make it a PNG background, transparent."
Oh my days!
Wow, bro.
The guy
Yeah,
said
it
that
up,
he said it. He was like, "Hey, let me know if you want any changes."
Yeah.
Actually, I put it that hard
That's
word,
banger.
but that was good.
Hey,
that was
but
good
look,
flyer, bro.
I always say this: you can't beat the person who make the prompts.
That's it.
You can't beat the person that makes the prompts, though, man. The
Yeah.
thing
That
only
was-
comes out as good as the prompts it's given.
Yeah, that's Big Daddy.
That's Big Daddy, bro. But obviously,
I'm
if we
good
just
Big
copy
Daddy.
paste your prompt, now we know what going on. Yeah. But nah, hey, thank you for that, bro.
That's chill.
I'll talk
Not
to
really,
I'll talk
yeah.
to OpenAI team.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. That was it.
Stuff,
It was
man.
good, it was
Stuff.
good.
Kid,
That was
freaking
Mo, you got a
time.
game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
do it, man.
let's do a game. You actually don't need your boards today.
Oh,
Just to
Scream out, scream
we'll do a
out.
different game
Scream
today.
out. Boo!
Don't know if you guys have heard it or seen it, but it's so the game is you have 30 seconds on the clock. I will give you a category or something, and you guys are gonna bid who can name the most in that
oh, I
category.
love this.
So everyone knows.
yeah,
Okay,
this is
so
a banger.
everyone knows.
Okay.
So
Start
everyone
sweating,
knows.
bro.
Okay, cool. No, this is fun.
Yeah,
Nah,
well,
shut up.
we
You guys
all
getting very
Who
excited.
who can name the most letters? 26.
All right, cool. So since everyone knows the game, we'll do our first category or thing. First one is football teams. So 30 seconds on the clock. Start your bid.
10.
12.
13.
And anyone can call cap.
13.
you have to-
You at 13 right now?
13.
I could go more.
14.
Football.
Anyone? Yeah.
Any football.
Yeah, any.
Football team.
Yeah, any team. 14. I got 14.
I don't think Daddy could do 14. Yeah.
Yeah, I
nah.
always want to make him do it.
I don't think.
To be honest, it's not that hard. One every 2 seconds.
Exactly, right? Yeah, 14. Easy.
Anyone else?
No, I don't think he even got 14 teams.
I call my
Nah,
bluff.
surely he
Call
does.
my
He's
bluff.
watching highlights these days.
Call my bluff, bro.
I'll give you guys 5 seconds
I'll
to
call
call
his
his
bluff
bluff.
on 14.
Okay. So they're calling your bluff.
I wanted this guy to get egged on and go 15, and then you go 16, and now it's impossible.
I reckon I can do 40, but
40!
Nah, it's quite easy.
All right, ready?
So how many what did I say?
You said 14.
14.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
quite easy.
Are we ready?
Just
on
look
the
at one
clock.
league and-
3,
Yeah, that's it.
2,
Champions
1,
League
go.
should be enough for
Wait, stop, start again.
Oh my
Nah, you was
gosh.
talking, it scared
Oh,
me,
sorry,
bro.
sorry.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1, go.
AC Milan, Aston Villa, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, Manchester City. Oh my gosh, I'm going blank now. Borussia Dortmund, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Oh my days, my head is gone, guys. I'm stressed now. I need lock in. Miami FC, Noah United or
10
Noah FC. What else is left? How many seconds?
5.
No, my head is gone, bro.
Let's
Wait,
think of
guys,
more like
wait.
this.
Freaking Melbourne Victory, Melbourne
One.
United.
It's done.
Oh, snap.
since when do we have Melbourne United? That's
I
the
don't know.
basketball
What's it called, bro?
team. Melbourne City.
Melbourne
Down.
City. Melbourne City.
What was Noah United?
Noah FC.
Noah FC?
Yeah. Type it.
Because I think Carlos was stumped by that one too, yeah?
Yeah, I was like, what's the way? What is that?
Okay, that was
Noah?
not a good job,
Somebody
Daniel.
that-
N-O.
FC Noah, my bad.
Okay,
I
so
don't
who
know.
called the bluff? Whoever
So I needed
calls the
one.
I
bluff
called the
Carlos.
bluff.
gets the
So I was
point.
only one.
So
Oh.
You
Carlos,
were one off.
so Carlos
I
gets
was
the
one
point.
off,
All right.
We
Next
should
one.
just ran all through La Liga, but
I
yeah.
should have.
That's what I thought you were gonna just go
kept
Prem
going
and
La Liga, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
I should just finish Prem. Why not finish Prem, guys?
Yeah, because you
Damn, I had
because
Crystal
you
Palace.
Also, at one point you go Barca,
Barca, yeah.
And I was like, just say Barcelona, Arsenal.
I didn't say Arsenal.
you did say
Didn't say
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
you didn't,
Didn't
yeah.
say Crystal
I
Palace.
gotta say
didn't
Richard
say
Dorman and
Newcastle
then left
United.
Arsenal.
All right,
Yeah,
it's all
bro.
good. Next one. Next one is rappers. In 30 seconds, name me rappers. Who wants to start the bid?
Okay, I mean that's easy. Let's keep it nice and easy. Let's go 10.
10? Any takers?
20.
Whoa! That's a big jump, sir. 20?
No, 20 is very possible.
Very possible.
Yeah, that's
You have
very.
to talk fast.
Yeah, you have to talk
I'll call his
fast.
bluff,
Okay,
20.
any 20?
call it
Call
bluff.
it bluff? All right.
Nah, wait, we got bluff at 20.
Oh, bid my higher then.
Yeah, a bit higher.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna go 21.
Anyone calling the bluff?
21.
Yeah.
I need some points on the board.
Calling it?
Unless this guy
Five.
wants 22.
4.
I call his bluff.
Go for it.
Call his bluff? All right.
Alright.
Ready?
Cool. Wait, hold on.
You can't think.
Oh, you can't
I'm doing it right now.
You gotta
Ready?
start on the timer.
3, 2, 1, go.
A$AP Rocky, A$AP Ferg, Kanye, Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac, Quavo, A$AP Ferg. I don't know if I said A$AP Ferg
it.
already. Oh snap.
15 seconds.
Big Sean.
10 seconds.
What's his name?
Wow.
I reckon it's the pressure.
It's
Yeah.
the pressure. Pressure bust pipe. Yo, Pat.
Your times.
Bro, you should have said some
You know,
local rapper, man.
This guy's list was from 2012.
Double XL.
A$AP Ferg.
Oh my days. And you say it's easy, it's easy.
No. Under pressure is actually different. Nah, I had 10.
No, you got
I
8.
let both of you run with my lists, huh? Like,
What
as in, I would have.
Oh,
You should
yeah.
have
Both of those,
taken it, sir. You should have taken
it's
it.
You reckon you had 21 or 20 that you could have done?
25.
All right.
Crazy.
Next
Let's let this
category
guy cook.
is YouTubers.
Oh God.
YouTubers, and not like if it's a group,
just
you have
name
to
the group.
say the group, not the individuals in the group.
Okay.
Or can
Unless
you,
they have a page.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right. We're thinking the same thing.
No, that has to be the one. That's the
Bro,
one.
Beta Squad Sidemen, that's freaking
Yeah, no,
that's
I
torn,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
No, it has to be
about
that. Has to be that.
Okay.
Wait, what?
They're all YouTubers
Yeah,
individually.
but still,
Yeah, but no,
that's
you can
such
just be
a cop out.
Nah,
I should
it's
say
crazy.
I should say
Alright,
you
so you
can't
wanna say
name them.
individuals
But
only?
anyways, go.
No, let's say individuals.
We'll see what the number is.
Alright,
What
8.
the bidding number is.
just YouTubers.
YouTubers.
10. I'll go 10. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of YouTubers in my head already.
Cheater.
No, don't think.
Oh, you can't?
Just
Okay.
say the number.
12.
12?
I can
I
talk.
just thought of another 2.
Anyone? Anyone want
Can
to?
I go?
Nah, that's
more than
tough,
12?
bro. All right. I'll go 15. That's my final.
15. Give you 5 seconds to call his
I'll
bluff.
go 16.
Oh, God,
16,
alright,
5
I'm
seconds,
out,
call
I'm
his
out.
bluff.
I'm out.
I'll call his bluff on
Yeah.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Alright, YouTubers, yeah? And what was the group?
I think you should be allowed to name individuals. So go individuals in a group.
So he won anyways. Then.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
what?
there's-
Then
Yeah,
he's
So
I'll-
he's thinking-
I'll- I'll
so
try
he can
not
name-
to.
so he
I'll
can
try-
name
I'll
5
try-
for
I'll
better
try
Okay,
squad.
you can
Yeah,
name it.
they're all
Name
I'll
it.
try not to.
Now wait,
Name
wait.
it, name it. It's
Why
fine.
not? Yeah.
If they're fine with it,
They've all
then
got
it's fine.
pages.
All right, ready?
Yeah, that is it.
3, 2, 1, go.
MrBeast, Chris MD, Jenna Marbles, Ray William Johnson, Ryan Higa,
He's back. He's back. Yeah.
Chong Sharky, KSI, Darkest Man,
Hey.
what's the other one? Harry Panero,
Back.
Um,
He's back. Everybody shake it. Handshake.
goodness.
10 seconds.
Tears in the eyes.
Wait, hold on.
Pressure buzz
It's
fight.
hard under
pressure buzz fight. You only
Oh,
name-
wait, Beta. I can name the channel. Yeah, Beta Squad, Sidemen.
About time.
All right, well, forget. It's hard under pressure.
Because you named the individuals, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did it, but he didn't even run through all
Yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
why do you run through
He didn't
all
run
of
through
them?
all of them.
didn't-
Didn't run through all the
Well, some of them, I
sidemen.
don't know if they even make like.
They all
Nah,
do.
nah,
All the
hey,
sidemen
hey,
make content.
Does Kenny make content? I
Or,
don't
yeah, oh, pressure.
S&G.
Sorry,
true.
mine.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Wait.
Yeah,
they're
they have
YouTubers, no?
YouTube content. Packed, bro. How many did you get?
11 or 12.
Yeah.
I think
And what was your thing? 15?
16.
It was 16.
I should have gone for it.
It was
Alright, what else
16.
you got, man?
All right, we got another one.
That's
in
a
us?
hard one.
Yeah, we'll do one more. Two.
Okay, name me movies.
Oh, that's not
Just movies.
Okay.
Just movies. But you can't do 1, 2, 3.
franchises. Yeah, franchises.
Yeah,
Only, yeah.
can't do 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
We ready?
All right,
10.
cool.
10, starting 10,
Okay, cool. I'll say 11. Movies is pretty easy.
11.
Yeah.
You know what
Can't be
annoys me
that
about this
hard.
guy? He does the mouth. I don't know. It's the time will start, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, but it's movies.
15.
Whoa, that's a jump.
15.
yours?
Calling.
I'll call his bluff.
He's calling. Okay.
Wait, that's wow. You guys bluff for 15?
Yeah. Are you
I'm thinking.
Gee.
Nah.
calling his bluff?
Yeah, I'm gonna call.
Alright.
Yeah,
You ready?
I agree with no. 15 might be a bit technical.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Jaws, Fast and Furious, Jurassic Park, Wall-E, Back to the Future, Pocahontas. I'm going there. Princess and the Frog, Shrek, Cars, Toy Story. Oh my gosh, I need 5 more. Yeah. Sinners, Fruitvale Station, Black Panther,
yeah,
Captain America, and then last one. Oh my days. Guys, I need one more.
3 seconds, bro.
Oh my
No way.
2, 1, 0. How could you not think of anything?
Shawshank Redemption. I don't know.
Creed or
One.
something.
All you
Bro,
needed
you
was
were
1.
cleaning through that as
And
well.
you had like 3 seconds left.
Hey.
Oh no, brother.
Jeez, man.
No.
Nah.
Performance anxiety.
With one more.
Shut up, bro. You got 8 rappers.
ASAP Ferg
And they
twice.
said twice. Wow, man.
Horrible.
Do we have a winner?
Horrible. I don't even know.
I think no gets that point because he called your bluff on that
I
one.
think so. I think
no
so.
wins then?
Nah, I don't know. I don't know.
Everyone's got a point.
Hold on,
We all
there's
had a
fun
good
one,
time.
right?
Yeah, that was fun there, but damn, bro.
I don't know how much you guys want to talk about this one specifically, but the YouTubers triggered it. MrBeast.
Okay.
Whatever. What's this? What's
I
going on?
saw you send those messages.
A lot of
I don't
things.
understand.
Yeah. So, obviously, my dad hates MrBeast. You know, a lot of
because of the name.
I don't know why I started off with that. That's got nothing to do with the content piece.
Your mom and dad. I was like, who's mom and dad?
Nah, but MrBeast, yeah. Good YouTuber. The first one, no named as well, and then proceeded to shag. He's like killing it, obviously, right? He just had the Beast Games, which was about a how many $1 million show to produce? I think it was like, couldn't have been 90 million, because that's the number that's in my head. Like 40 or 90. Nah, it's up. It was a big game to produce. Gave out $10 million in prizes. More than actually, because 10 million was the overall prize, but then there were people that won money along the way. Crazy numbers.
Bro, in 30 seconds, a guy gave a meal. So
unreal numbers to be giving out. Like, it's crazy. And this tracks throughout, obviously, his career on YouTube as well, right? Recently, he's been doing a lot of, like, because he said his whole mission now is actually to solve a lot of world problems with the money that he's got through YouTube, because his model, as he's been doing YouTube, is get money, revenue from the content, pump it back into making more content of giving money out, because people want to see that kind of stuff. And I think it goes into a little bit of human psychology of like, we want to kind of live through people a little bit sometimes. Vicariously, like see some of that, or even, you know, like obviously people chase maybe the potential of winning money through gambling and all these kind of things, as opposed to actually the money itself. So even watching other people, the potential of winning some money or whatever from God, like it's exciting to see. So he's been doing that as his pattern the whole time. But now he's like, yo, I actually want to produce a lot more content where I'm focused on solving these world issues, world problems. So we watched like quite a few of these videos here, but two ones that were crazy was I think it was like 2,000 people walk for the first time or walk again. Or the other one was we fed 1,000 poor children or something like that, right? So he went to all these different countries around the world, provided all these different prosthetics for people that have never walked before, obviously, like born with deformities or whatever, people who've had accidents, who've had like bad things even happen to them, like from like harm from other humans or whatever, and then it's left them decapitated or whatever it is. And now he's provided prosthetics for them. And then he went around building all these schools and stuff and whatnot, obviously, right? So he ends every single video with this thing of like, we're not going to wait for the governments to switch on and try to do this stuff, nor are we going to even, I think he kind of spoke towards the charities a little bit as well, right? We're not going to wait for the charities, we're going to just do it ourselves kind of thing. So part of me is like, okay, this is beautiful. One, is there any ill intent in any way from any of this? Like, this is where you start thinking, I'm like, how the heck do you just from the goodness of your heart want to do this, right? For me, I just look at it, I'm like, it's beautiful. I don't care whatever the back end looks like for now.
If it's good, it's good.
What I'm seeing right now is good stuff. This is like, I think there's that verse in the Bible where it's like,
if they're preaching Christ,
if Christ is being preached, let them preach. Yeah. Or one of those ones of like, if it's being achieved, we're happy with that. So I was like, I'll look at that and I'm inspired. I think I was like, if there's anywhere, if I was to pack up, like in terms of like just life and work, and just completely go do something different, it would be to go and be part of like that, a team like that, and doing these like very on the ground, impactful kind of, you can see the tangible results from what you're doing. We even said we'd be
his friends that like go with him and do all of that stuff.
It's like, you know how you say everyone should have their own thing going? This is one of those groups that's like, you actually,
that's fine.
You don't need your own thing going, bro.
We're happy to follow you.
I repeat, stop that career, bro. You can just go around with giving people money if it's doing the challenge, fun stuff, whatever. All of them were doing henchmen in Beast Games. They were walking around with the mask and whatnot. Or you're with him, experiencing first class, experiencing this expensive hotel, or also going around and building schools, feeding children, you know, meals where I think the recent video was like, we help like 1,000 kids get out of the, get into school because they all had to work on the farms and stuff because it's hard to make do for the family. You can be there with your friend doing the stuff. That's a life. And you're paid for. So I was there, looking at it like, this is wholesome. My goodness. Social media just brings out the worst in people.
Oh, man.
So I think I sent one screenshot of a comment through you guys.
How could you possibly say anything negative
the main
about
thing
this?
is as well, for him posting it, he said for every view.
Yes.
Yeah. Was it every view we're going to feed a person or something like that? But it's like every view he's gonna do something.
Yeah,
with that.
One of the videos is like perpetually now, every single cent that he gets from that particular video is all going towards feeding. And the video was already on like 40 million views when we watched it. This was maybe 6 days after it was posted. So it's like, really think about the numbers of that. That's hundreds of thousands just from that one video. And he's saying, as this continues, all the ad revenue from this video just keeps going pumped into like charity work, right? So
Yeah, sorry. Watch this video to feed one person in need. So every view, they would feed a person.
Yeah.
48 million.
48 million, bro. Yeah, madness, man.
Wow.
So I go in, yeah. They post all this stuff on socials. And then I was just looking through the comments because I was like, I wonder if anyone's going to come and hit him with the white savior stuff or the bad intent. I didn't expect this goofy, stupid ass comment that I saw instead. So we're talking about this video is every view it gets, feeds someone. There he go, posting this on social media. Just help privately. Why is he American? Just help privately. Does he need to film it? Making it look like our own, don't look out for our own when our own leaders are sabotaged. Bro, hold on.
I don't know what that said.
Time out. First of all, a comma would be helpful here. Second of all, the whole premise of this video is every view feeds someone. He's like, why are you filming this? Why'd you need to post this? You're making us look bad. You have to be stupid. And that's when I realized we live in completely different universes to some people on this world, bro. This is crazy to me.
Yeah.
But from his logic, why wouldn't he just do it without having to depend on the number of views?
Because
But the
more
views
views
brings
you
money.
get, the more
Views
money
is
you
what
get, the more
generates
people
Hey, I
you
was just
get.
trying to help the guy out, bro.
I was just like, this
gosh.
can't be for real. This guy's goofy, bro. You commented this.
I don't know.
Carl's like, I get it. I agree.
Yeah, burner account.
I get it. Bro, someone literally replies to dude saying the whole point of this video is that each view equals someone being fed. Are you being intentionally slow?
Bro,
Bro, it just is crazy.
Bro,
to
how
me
could
that you
people
can
comment stuff like that? I would never understand that.
My thing is just like, how do you see this though, and like actually have an inherently bad
Bad
response?
thing to
Yeah.
say. Wait.
Like, you can have the thoughts, like even me myself, I'm like, I had these thoughts. I'm like, I wonder what's actually, like, what's the back end? What is the overall purpose? This kind of stuff. But I'm like, at the end of the day, this is freaking beautiful to see. I nearly cried, guys.
Bro, you see that
I had
number.
to hold it in watching next to mine, but I'm not gonna do this.
I'm a man.
Bro, crazy.
But imagine you see a number like that and you're like 40, was it 48 million?
48
For the views, yeah.
You're like, that's how many people are getting fed.
I didn't even clock it like that. I was thinking about the money to come from it. But like, if you're actually able to,
But
feed
if
one
you're
person
able
per
to
view-
pump something like
Insane.
that,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
He said, "Oh,
Because how would the ad revenue justify that?
I think because once you get in mass,
yeah,
like
surely.
after that, you can.
Like, he's
make
not
a-
going to
you
make
could-
48 million off that video.
Nah, but you can make a lot of rice for like 100,000. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Surely, like, gets to
like
that
like
level
like
kind
on,
of
on
thing.
that grand, yeah, surely.
That's actually very true. I forgot the ingredients are not going to cost
You gotta look
48
at the
million. Yeah.
But
Bro.
you look at stuff like that's like millions and millions of us are getting fed. Like I don't know how people who are commenting don't see it like that.
But then I just wonder, like, bro, what is actually the sitch with all these companies and charities and even governments? I already know. I don't.
Oh, well, it's all
but the
bureaucracy.
charities,
And they're not for profit, but that does not mean that they don't make a lot of money.
of course.
Right? And then the amount of wages would be their biggest expense. Like you look at your World Visions and your
yeah."
what was the one where we
you
dropped
guys?
those kids, Mo? What was that?
Was it compassion?
Compassion.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Guys are
all of
horrible
them.
people.
Okay, we're not. That's
Shoot.
so
How old do you reckon your kid is now?
I actually don't
The
know.
first or the second one?
Married?
I don't know. I
Married.
don't think so.
With kids?
Maybe 16, 17.
Oh yeah, married with kids.
Fuck,
Crazy.
that's sad.
It is.
But yeah, it's like they say it's like for every dollar, it's like 10 cents makes it to donation.
Actually, in the end,
Wow.
Yeah. This is when you realize we drag it with this fake ass stuff that we had in there. What do you mean, admin?
Brother.
Admin fee.
Like, what
I'm connecting you to a child.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to find someone that takes time to liaise with
It's
these
so
guys.
dumb because literally it's just a thing of like, oh, they need food. All right, so like let's just pool as much money as we can, buy
That's-
all the food
Just
that we can,
Yeah.
and then pay for the shipping.
Yeah. Like, it should be.
And guys, you know how to cook, so cook it.
it should be a
talking about admin fee.
Nah, man. I have questions, bro. I genuinely have questions. I look around, I'm like, what have these charities actually been doing?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's also like insane levels of corruption with those charities as well, like in terms of political
I was
involvement,
gonna say tied to governments and stuff.
money laundering, like all that kind of stuff is involved
Some
for
madness,
sure.
bro. But I was like, yeah, man. People aren't okay.
Just
really.
cynical.
Man. But this even ties into Anzac Day celebrations that happened right here at home.
Yeah.
Right
In the
here
great
in
Southland of the
Australia.
Holy Spirit, Australia.
Australia.
Who we apparently should be we should be leaving because we've been kicked out by the
Comment section.
Yeah, we've been kicked out by the comment section in our own video. Many a time I've thought we need to like stop comments on this post. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. We got cold slurs, guys. Even though got cold slurs on this page.
Oh no.
Gosh, I don't understand why they get so vexed. Why are you so
I
vexed?
don't understand our country sometimes, man. Obviously, bro, I'm gonna hurt them now again, but I'm like, they're actually very tapped.
Yeah.
I've tried to. I started reflecting, like, yo, are we so wrong on the way we thought about this?
Yeah.
When I really thought we're wrong is when some people that we're actually vouching for were in the comments at us as well.
Yeah, like
I was
whoa.
like, I'm just trying to bring understanding.
Traditional custodians were coming against us. Like, so what is happening here?
Yeah.
But what happened on Anzac Day, man? Because I was hearing this a couple times in passing, bro. I didn't actually see
Yeah, I
any
didn't
video or
actually-
Obviously,
anything.
Anzac Day dawn celebrations. Funny enough,
You were there.
No,
you were with us.
I woke up super early that day, and so I headed to the office at like 6
Yes,
a.m.
bro. That was so weird of you.
I don't
man.
know what. I slept at 9 the night before, and I was like, damn, this might be one of those days I have a good sleep. 1:30, I'm up, and I'm like, all right. And I'm just like, what the heck? And I'm just in my bed on my phone till 4 a.m.
Damn.
Because I was like, oh, let me put my phone down. I'm distracting myself, and I just like,
And then
can't go to
just
sleep. I'm like, all right, if I'm still like this at 3:30, I'm gonna get up and clean the room. I get up, clean the room.
This is
And then I'm like, well, I need to do work before we go 1,000 steps. And so as I'm driving to the office at like 5:30 in the morning,
This is crazy.
I
On a
see
public holiday.
all these police cars and stuff.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, I wonder why. And then I was like, oh, dawn service, obviously, because I see all these people at like the local, like there's
Like
a
a
memorial
field, maybe?
somewhere
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
This, yeah, literally a field. And I was like, oh, damn, like, should I stop by and whatnot? And I was like, that's all right, I'll think about it and be grateful.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I go into the
Grateful.
office, and then my sister sends me this article, and it was like on the dawn service that happened. I think this one was in the city.
Like the
at
main one?
Yeah, the Remembrance Shrine. And bro, it's like, so one of the, I don't think he was an elder. What are the, elder, but he was a younger guy.
Yeah,
I just
yeah, yeah.
associate the word elder with old.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like essentially doing the welcome to country and all this kind of stuff. And bro, he's being booed for like 4 minutes.
Are you serious?
Like and it's like, he's literally just going like, we're on, this land, this blah, 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 not blah, blah, but you know what I mean? Like we're on, sorry, guys, my bad. This is how I talk. It's not disrespect. But yeah, he's like, we're on this land of these people, of all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And you just start hearing, boo, we don't need to be welcomed.
That's so mad.
Bro, now, like, the only reason I laugh is because it's like, booing is such a crazy concept.
So childish.
Booing
Booing
is
is
like,
crazy.
I want to know who
talking about
the
this on the
first,
walk.
yeah.
The first person to
who's
boo.
the first person to not like something.
Because it started off slow.
That song goes, yeah, boo.
What? Actual caveman behavior. Actual degeneracy. Yo, Pitchfork started spawning, bro.
God.
Even before that. Freaking mobs, bro. When the heck did who
That's
was the first person to
wild.
say, hey, let's go get this person, but we need all of us.
Let's get it.
There's one person, but we're all gonna go. This is crazy.
Do we know who was booing?
So, apparently, it's police questioned this 26-year-old guy, and I think
As
a
the
lot
perpetrator.
as one of the like loudest voices, at least, because it was a lot of voices. It started building up quite a bit. You'd hear man, woman, everything, right? And so,
Not the women, too.
it's really uncomfortable because it's like the elders, like he's like talking through it and like props to him, like he didn't really address it in any way or anything like that. I think he just kept kind of going and whatnot. But they are saying that there's like a massive rise in like neo-Nazi groups here. And I mean, to be fair, shout out to all of the major politicians, like even Peter Dutton and Adam Brand, whatever. They all just came out straight up and said like, this neo-Nazi stuff has no place in this country, like at all. It's like this rise is really concerning and whatnot. And it's like I appreciate that like all of them had this opinion, and yeah, so it's just interesting, where like just to see that in that kind of context, and like this boldness for it that has appeared. It's very weird. But then there's like this whole conversation into like this. I don't know. Have you guys heard of Auspill?
No. Oh,
so he's this content creator.
Oh, it's an actual creator. I thought this was maybe like a
called
movement.
Auspill, but yeah, it's a movement as well, right? And so it's like, it's this massive adaptation of like very right-wing American, but like to the point where it's not just about politics, it's about like race and discrimination and all that kind of stuff, and like, you know, like the stereotype of what a Trump supporter is, like it's that stuff that's really filtered into Australia, right? And a lot of other countries as well. Italy right now is like leaning super right wing, which, to be fair, is not surprising. Like if you know the history, but it's like, yeah, it's just this really weird thing. But then, so there's this content creator. You check out his TikTok stuff, but like he's had this whole thing against like immigration, like just fully this Auspill guy, and he's like fully like leading the charge on like this whole like we need to stop immigration and taking our jobs, doing whatever, all this kind of stuff. Stupidest thing though is like, from my understanding, his father is an immigrant, right?
Imagine.
And it's like, do you think that's not going to come to the front and center in this internet generation?
In your arguments right now,
just gutter butt.
Gutter butt is there now, bro. That's gutter butt for real.
It's very concerning.
I'm telling you, people are empowered.
Yes, to behave in
people
these
empowered,
ways, but I think people are going to start getting punched in the mouth, and that'll stop it.
Can I? So, Sinnett, who was actually on our podcast a few episodes ago, she posted a video about this just a few minutes ago, and one of the comments was like, "Okay, but like, I'm Labour through and through, and I agree. Sometimes the country to welcome is just rude to everyone else in the country. Sometimes they just tease everyone else." So, and I think a lot of the comments in her thing, people are actually saying like, they don't really understand or know what the welcome to country is.
Do you know what it is?
And maybe that's why.
And yeah, there's layers to this, right? The problem is, not necessarily a problem. I think there was a point in time when obviously no one was doing this and then happened. But it was just one of the things, we do this now, right?
Yeah.
And I wonder how much it would have been better if there was, because in my workplace now, we have they call it RAP, Reconciliation Action Plan. So I think a bunch of other companies or people
they would call the black thing rap.
They're looking at me like, "No, you trying to join a rap committee?" Shorty, don't do that. I don't do that. But like companies do that, right? And I think all of it is a part of like how do you incorporate like culturally like responsible.
There's also more just
practices
for it,
and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And it's like that is where I was even able to learn the difference between acknowledgement of country and welcome to country.
Yeah.
Whereas like those two things were conflated for the longest in my mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like anyone can acknowledge, but someone like part of
people.
mob is the only one that can now come and
welcome,
and sometimes it's even specific people. That's what they'll do. So you can't just run up a smoke ceremony yourself because you want to acknowledge the country. You do that one, you're doing a madness. It has to be someone from mob to come and do that and welcome and whatnot. I'm like, this is like, I hear that, but no one knows this.
Nah.
But like, I don't know how like it gets people angry though. It's funny that when I first started, when I first started having the acknowledgement the country happen at work, I'd almost feel like like bow my head and I always do subconscious. I'm like, bro. Bro,
just look normal, man.
Yeah. But it's like, I know, like in my mind, I actually try to sometimes think, I'm like, yo, like, okay, like actually think about what is going on in this land. But bro, some people are vexed.
They really are. They're
Boo's
angry
crazy,
about it, man.
If they had tomatoes local, bro, freak, man.
A lot of people are just like, why do I have to be welcome to my own country?
So what do they mean by that?
Yeah, so I was trying to read comments and try to like understand. It's like my family lived here for this X amount. I have a home here. I have this. I have that.
Who else lived here?
Yeah, so that's someone else's comment.
Traditional
I
custodians
think
of the
that's
land.
the thing is like whenever it's like that argument comes up, it's like it's not untrue that your family has been here for however many generations.
It's like this is my
But it's like
home.
I'm always gonna. This is like I shouldn't whatever. Not worth the example, but it's like you're always gonna have but someone else has been here longer.
Yeah.
And then what do we say?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like
yeah, bro. This is like it reminds me of
true.
There's the video of I forgot what they called in South Africa.
Afrikaans.
There's maybe it is Afrikaans literally.
You talking about the white people that
Yeah, but there's a community even.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The one where black people can't enter.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And they have like
I
the
was watching about
statues
that
of their
recently.
forefathers, but
Yeah.
they committed
gonna find this for you.
atrocities,
Yeah.
bruv. Like I forgot the name. Oh my days. But there's a community, and I think this is a little bit common in South Africa as well, to be honest. But it's like, yeah, black people can't pull up, and
Damn.
they've got statues of the people who were doing the madnesses in order to afford these communities that they now have. Like, we're talking pillage, murder, all that kind of stuff, right? And I'm like,
Wow.
how the heck did y'all think you got to Africa? You were
Orania.
born here?
For real.
Orania.
Orania.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So you all thought you were like born here? Or,
Yeah, right.
and they're like, hey, this is all I know. This is just as much my land as it is whatever, because this is all I've known. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a techie conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
And it spreads into everywhere around the world. That's literally
Yeah.
Palestine, Israel right now. You know what I mean? The one thing that the comment section did open up to us is tell us how many other, we knew, but it's like the specifics of like so many other people groups where it's like a madness has had to happen in order to, this current landscape of the world that we have right now is because of madnesses. It's some crazy stuff. Man. But this right-wing thing about Australia is kind of actually, it's definitely concerning, because I was looking into this, there was an article that came out in about 2020, I think it was, around a rise in a lot of right-wing symbol association in VicPol, and the fact that there was so many different times over like a 12-month span where the Vic police were getting pulled up on, hey, why is this symbolism being shown? Why are your officers showing this? And then there's a specific one called the Thin Blue Line, which is meant to be in support of police, but it is quite closely associated with the whole like, don't want to go as far as neo-Nazi, but yeah, there's a
White
lot of
supremacist.
not even that. It's more around All Lives Matter situation, or whatever it was called.
Blue Lives Matter.
Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
I mean, Thin Blue Line, right? Yeah. So it became a lot more associated with that anti-Black Lives Matter movement, all that kind of stuff. It's like, this can't be present in the people who are meant to protect and serve.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to see bad things happen to the people who have been given the tough duty of managing the most tense situations that we have as society.
Yeah.
But that doesn't now also allow for that to be turned into any type of anti-anyone kind of thing, right? It is crazy that like, how do you have the boldness? Like, what's the procedure and protocol that allows for this to be able to be present? And I mean, this goes into what we were talking about. Like, we spoke about, I think just in our chats or together around the incident that's happened in Footscray, obviously, right? Like, very unfortunate situation, and just like, it reveals, for me at least, what from some of the stuff that came out, it revealed just how messed up, I guess, even the whole process of even like recruitment, or the fact that none of them were armed with tasers, but it's like, why not? And then I find out that I think I said the number, only 60% of police are actually armed with tasers, or maybe 60%
Or like
aren't.
trained
I don't
or
know.
something like that.
It's a bad. I mean, it's a bad stat regardless.
Yeah,
It's like that means everybody's got lethal force, but doesn't have de-escalation. Not everyone has de-escalation tactics. You know what I'm saying? Even a baton, I'm like, oh, but then again, I don't know how you. Anyways, but it's like, what the heck kind of system is this then? And how many of these people who are now on this right-wing neo-Nazi vibe are actually in this force as well? What is the screening process for this?
Yeah.
What is the training? It's mad.
It's hard because like you cannot legislate against the condition of the heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you actually can't set up laws that make somebody not racist or kind or loving or all these kind of things, right? So it's like, if these people exist, then it's like, I don't know how you actually find, because those things are easy to hide to get hired.
Bro, and this
For
is
sure.
what I was saying as well to one of the guys. I was like, dude, the thing about Australia, bro, someone can really, really hate you.
You just never know. Yeah.
And we
like deep inside.
Because we were just talking about colonization as a whole, yeah. We're in the car talking about colonization. I was like, bro, like they really did their thing. I was like, these guys really did they really were about it, bro. But in the sense that it was so widespread around that ethnicity. Like this is rampant. Because there's a lot of other cultures that have also colonized people too, right? Yeah. But then I'm like, but it's not like, it doesn't extend to the fact that now a large majority of these people hold these views. I was like, it is scary to think that in this country, people can smile to us and really hate us and really be disgusted by our existence. And you never know.
How wild.
And you'll never know. And I think that is the best version of this racism. They've mastered it. I almost said I'm not part of you.
I'm not one of you.
I'm not part of that.
Which is very wild.
Craziness. So like literally they can hide that. People can hide this in an interview.
You can hide it. And then I think when you actually, and we were talking about this, but it's like, when you look at, I think I was saying police force, nursing, teaching, most of the people I know that entered, I only know people that have entered teaching and nursing. Most of the people in those two careers, bro, it was like last ditch efforts to have a career. You know what I mean? It was like, I've flunked everything. I've enjoyed my life. I've had a good time, all the stuff. And it's like, now I need a career and
pick it up.
Nursing and teaching, they pay all right and good benefits and all this kind of stuff, and then whatnot. And I can only imagine police is even more so that case as well. And it's just like, it's this sense of like, I have power, I have whatnot, and it's like, I'm a crooked person and
madness,
whatnot, and it's just snowballs. Because like when you look at like some of the, even when you hear about like, bro, the amount of police that are involved in domestic violence in their own home, the amount of police that I think 600 got let go recently for child porn stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah, I remember something like this.
Like, this is a month or two ago, right?
Oh my goodness.
And so it's like, there's, like, these are the people that you think of, like, you're literally, your job is to uphold the law. So you think you uphold the law in your own personal life too. Yeah. Right? But it's like, that's not
That's how it begins to show you that it's like, it is a job for some people as opposed to a duty.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The people that hold this as a duty.
The people that see it as a duty, right? And like, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Like, you can feel those people that like go, like, I'm here to be a nurse because I love to take care of people and I get paid for it. Yeah.
And that's the scariest part, that you're like, and bro, that's mad. Across those three jobs,
that's society, bro. I mean,
Wait, so nurse, police, and
teaching was what he was talking about just there, in terms
You
of the
think
one where a
people
lot of people kind of end up there. Not like a lot of people want that, but a lot of people end up there.
I think that the stupidest people in my class all went to teaching.
how they doing as a teacher?
I don't know. That's the next generation.
Damn.
Bro, like, actually have lives in your hands with those ones, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's like the two nurses who recently got fired for the anti-Semitic.
Okay, that might be the stupidest thing.
Yeah, it actually was.
Like at least do it quietly.
Exactly. That's what shows me you're stupid.
You're actually dumb.
Like,
and you ended up here.
Yeah. Like, whatever comes your way, like, you literally deserve it. Like, you do not care.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, man. Like, because I think after, you know how many times we've done our three most important jobs in the world, obviously, let's remember them again. Engineers, farmers, and doctors. Yes? Okay. Immediately after that becomes people who can uphold the law, wasn't it? I think that's what we had.
Yeah.
Because before there was like no law.
It shows how necessary
it is.
This type of a job is, but it's like, it's scary that it's that necessary, but it's one of the most dangerous potentially sometimes, depending. How much can you pack people up as a farmer, bruv? If we're noticing your crop is killing people, we're not going to eat your money anymore, bro.
Yeah.
But how can we really stop somebody from joining the force and racismo, bro? It's some madness, man.
Yeah, I mean, thinking of those three, having like corrupt people in the police force is the most detrimental.
And bro, that's the immediate one after.
That's the immediate,
the three most necessary.
Because the teaching one is like,
you get fired.
You get fired, but it's like, you can take matters into your own hands as a parent.
Right. There's no one else you can call, right?
So he's like, hey, your teacher is stupid. All right, cool. I'm just going to do this so you don't fall behind. So you can still save it.
Yeah, that's true.
But the police, on the other hand,
like, you need them there.
If they are
incompetent, it's detrimental to people's lives. Like, like, if they're literally, if they're incompetent, people die.
Yeah,
100%.
That's what we've seen.
100%. And then they're just, and deep inside they're racist. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
That will take it even on a whole different level. Yeah.
There was I think we spoke about it, but the day that we finished watching the candlelit concert at the aquarium, and then walk out, and there was a young YN. Young YN, what? There was a YN out there. and man, they loaded him. And the funniest part, anyways, his shirt was ripped up. There's dirt all over him. So we were like, yo, let's actually check on him. I think we mentioned it. So we tried to look after him, get him water. I gave him hotspot to try and find his friends, whatever. Yeah, I was like, what happened, bro? Oh man, I think we stole like some AirPods, bro. This, that. We walked off together. I'm like, yeah, they stole the AirPods. they definitely stole it. Oh, this is the hard part, man. You don't even make it like some people make this even worse, man. Because for some people, they end up validating some of these bad stereotypes and perceptions that these people have. So it's just two things working badly hand in hand, bro. The relationship just doesn't heal.
It makes it very hard.
But it's like how? I think education.
It's hard because it's like, what validates that stereotype?
Nothing. Nothing validates it.
Like, because what is it? Dreadlocks? Is it a hoodie? Is it? Because it's like the same time. Like if I see a bunch of Italians in suits, should I think mafia? I should, right? But that's not what we do. So
it's not. Because if they're not,
nothing can ever validate it in that sense. But it's like you don't help the cause in that way. Like this person walks away like is it vindicated? Walks away vindicated. Like
yeah, but how annoying! Like I'm a guy, walking down the street, and every 3 days I'm getting stopped because I have dreadlocks or whatever the stereotype that the police have. It's like, okay, so am I supposed to comply every single time now? There's gonna be a time where I'm like piss off, and then that's leave me alone. That's the one, and then that ends up being the one time that they say, hey, lock it off, man.
You know what? Outside a consultancy here, I reckon it's on you guys as black professional men to grow your hair out, to break stereotypes.
I was on my way last year, man. If
you lock your hair in your current roles, because you're already in, they cannot get rid of you, and they like you guys.
And if they do,
and that's how the stereotype starts to change.
You know what they're gonna say? So what happened to you?
Oh man,
we're gonna have to let off some people.
Daniel, here's our EAP, our employee assistance.
You do so well before.
It's here. Crazy. Is that thing all right at home?
I think all right.
How's Mawa?
You used to look good.
Yeah, but there's like football players that have dreadlocks. There's people within.
Yeah, but they provide entertainment for us.
That's because
run and make money for me.
They're adjacent to the rappers.
Yep.
And the rappers are dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, if you don't have any of that, I'd be concerned.
Because for them, this is the thing. That's shut up and dribble.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm happy with that.
That is true.
You can do your little fun thing. You can have your little dreadlocks there, but make money for me, bro. Make a shake, man. Yeah, bro. It's big. I was gonna say, I think education is because you mentioned how do you legislate some of these things.
Yeah,
education.
Because a lot of it, ignorance. You can't really plead ignorance anymore these days. But I think at the end of the day, a lot of it comes down to people just being very set in stupid ways. And maybe literally having exposure to people with dreads that are fine, which is so dumb. But how stupid you have to be
stupid
that you think the dreads is what's going to change someone. Anyways, but maybe a bit of that education piece. I don't know, bro. We need to watch it, man. If this continues to go, because we have our elections coming up. Isn't there a Trump?
Funny enough, I went to
Trump rally.
I went to vote yesterday, but
you did the early thing.
I need to do the early thing regardless, but it was just so long. I was waiting in line, and then I get into the building, and the line keeps going. I was like,
you left.
I'm running. I need to go pick up shoes and whatever for Amari Gala, right? So, but when I was there, I'm in line, and there's these two Labour guys in front of me, and there's like, how there's all the candidates everywhere. A lot of Liberal, a lot of Labour, couple Greens, couple whatever, and there's the one independent guy, right? And he's like standing at the back. He's kind of shyish, whatnot. And he offers me his paper. I've said no to everybody, so I said, no, I'm good, thank you. And then two of the Labour guys in front of me go, would you build a racetrack for bikes?
That's what they come for. Right?
And then he goes, if there's enough interest, I will. I'll do it. And so I'm like, hey, there's 3 of us now. I want it too. Right? And he's like, and then he goes, to be honest, jokes aside, these activities are actually really good for the youth. Kids are bored and all this kind of stuff, and it's leading to so much. It's like if there's enough. Literally, I looked at his sheet. He aligned enough with with Labour, with green stuff. So I was like, that's kind of. I'm like, when I go vote, I'm actually gonna put you first.
That's actually crazy.
But it's honestly because I was like, this is a person that I can talk to, whatnot and whatnot. I don't know. For me,
let's get him on the pot, man.
I love it.
He's not a weirdo with chat. Standing in the corner like a weirdo. I don't know. I'm not too sure yet, but he's got a racetrack in mind. Yeah, it might be cool.
that's pretty
But I was like, it's interesting. I don't know, like talking to those people is because it's kind of cool. Like regular people are in your location and going for this stuff, and you're like, damn, like you're just a person like me that's in your mind trying to make this place better.
Got an interest.
And especially when you're not backed by
because that
the big
a
ones.
system like that. You know what I mean? Like you're actually independent here and whatnot. And obviously you've got your allegiances and what's the word? Like when you make your partnerships and whatnot.
Yep.
Anyway.
Lobbying. We'll go with that.
Sure. Yeah, it is lobbying.
Got your lobbying.
But it's like, I was like, oh, there's something I rate about it that you're like fully like, all right, what do I want? What do I think these people want? And how do I get this to the big guys?
Until they get voted in and they
Switch
say,
up on them, man.
I mean, that's
goodbye.
That's all of them. That racetrack is never coming.
Hey, remember that racetrack? What racetrack?
What racetrack?
Thank you for coming.
The kids are not bored. Shut up.
What a hit bird.
Plenty of things going on for the kids.
Oh, man. You never seen the programs? That's crazy, man. Do we need to talk about Mama Michelle? You mentioned it. This is the finisher, no?
Nah.
Nah. Shannon Sharpe.
You caught one?
I don't know how we communicate that to you on screen, but I might put a text. I might put a text on the screen, man. I guess what? Should we just pack it up there, man?
Young person, can you please go next door? Thank you.
He's like,
sorry,
I'll listen to the episode.
I'll listen to the app. And we're back.
Just like that.
He's on the other
I
side.
know, yeah.
of the
Got
door
the
like
cup
this.
even, bro. Trying to use the techniques. For those listening, we had a youth in the room and we didn't want to get into it, but Miles since kicked you out. And here we are.
Listen to this.
All right.
Let's run through this one, man.
This Shannon Sharpe stuff is... I don't know how this stuff always pops up as soon as big money.
Big money,
Stuff coming people's way.
Contracts, yeah.
Wait, like, it kind of makes sense, but then I'm also like, what? How every single time?
Well, for me, I realize it's like because there's a tap on the shoulders, bro.
That's it.
There's a tap on the shoulders.
What do you mean by
It's
tap?
control. I think all of this comes down to control.
Like, it's like, let's just wait until there's a right time to say this because we know this about this person or we have this, whatever.
Yeah.
To release the info.
And it's like, in my mind, sometimes it's because, hey, I want a piece of that, or I don't want you present in this situation. You know what I mean? None of those are good options. So, like, this
that's
stuff, I
actually
feel like
facts.
whenever these I mean, bro, we know that from politicians. Daniel Andrews, is a politician. That man, I forgot what it was specifically, like in terms of what election round, whatever. Anyways, as soon as someone was coming on, he said, I got something for you. Run that to the press. Just finish the guy's complete whole argument when they were about to cook him.
Crazy.
Have that. Go take that to the press, bro.
Damn.
Brand this guy. I don't know the specifics, but I remember this story a time ago.
But
And I'm
explain
like,
this.
it's people have things on people. So it's like,
They got it ready.
So you look at Shannon Sharpe, you're like, yeah, man, man's having a really good run. He's had a strong
a
year.
great example of this was Diddy. You remember it was that whole Diageo, which is the parent company of Ciroc?
Yeah,
And he sued
yes.
them for like racial discrimination stuff because he wasn't getting a certain cut, whatnot, all this stuff. And then right after, they're like, yeah, I bet.
All right, here we go.
You have freak offs.
Bro, that's
But
how
the
it
thing
is. The stuff should come
It's
out.
true.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's crazy that they hold on to it.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
crazy.
That's how you know
But
the
it's
rules
because
are
they're
made up.
protecting an asset at that point. And now you're no longer wanting to be an asset for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you can-
We're going to take the ET
Drake
away. I'll
UMG.
make you an ass.
Oh gosh. Okay. Let's
No, he's a freaking rapper, bro. This
Okay.
guy's a freaking rapper.
Can someone explain? Yeah, from
All
the
right, so
top.
Shannon Sharpe signs a $100 million deal, and then instantly pretty much comes out this whole allegation of this young lady that's like, there's grape, there's SA, there's all this kind of stuff involved.
I didn't know all of that.
Bro, it's like, it's
I didn't know the
serious.
grape happened.
Right.
Yeah,
But I
no,
know,
no.
but I know.
So if you look at the messages, and then he denies it essentially, and then she keeps going. Now, but I'm trying to put context on all sides.
Yes.
Her lawyer is Tony Busby. Tony Busby is the same one that came forward with the Jay-Z stuff and Diddy stuff recently, right? So Tony Busby has a bit of a
history with
has a bit of a history for being a cash grab lawyer, right? Now, that doesn't mean it's not true, right? Someone, like, I mean, when it comes to these kind of topics, like somebody could lie 20 times, but if it happens once,
Of course, then
it's
that's all.
happened one time, then that one time is real, right? And the other 20 times can be not real. But obviously, there's a whole thing on, like, you know, the boy who cried wolf, whatever, and like it's not great, but it's like, this is a different client. Now, anyway, they're like, nah, this is pretty serious, whatnot, and then text messages start to drop and whatnot. And when you look at some of these text messages, she's like, it seems like that. Okay, so for context, she at the time, I think this was happening between. 19. Yeah, this was happening between. I think it was up to January this year. Or
I think she said she stepped away when the whole Michelle
yes
thing,
yeah. So the whole My Michelle thing was him cheating on her allegedly with Michelle, whoever that is. But it happened for maybe over a 2-3 year period.
Yeah,
I think it was between the ages of 19 and 22.
Yeah.
Now, Shannon Sharpe is currently 57.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
So this would have been happening between 54 to 57 ish. All right. So some of the text messages, like I think there's one that particularly leans towards the grape thing is when she goes, like, Shannon, I told you wear a condom and don't put it in my, and I didn't want that to happen. Like, no means no, right? And so it's like his response to that is, we'll talk about this later or something like that. Now, I would assume if that didn't go down that way, you would be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Right? But I don't know, right? Obviously, when it comes to all the dynamics. Now, the dynamic of their relationship was very much like very, what's the word? Like, like was really rough sexual relations, right? Like as in like, and it seems on a vibe of like race play and all that, because like she's texting or voice notes, I don't know what it was, but like on a vibe of like, it sounds so gross to come out of anyone's mouth, but like, I want a big black baby in me, all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like,
interesting.
There's so many layers to this where I'm like, the legal side is the legal side. The lawyers can have that conversation. But the moral and I guess pop culture conversation of it is where I go, very similar to the conversation we were having last week about Dre Michelle and Jalen Green, where it's like, is it green, brown? I don't know. But it's just like, at 54, to be with a 19-year-old girl, right? When you have 33-year-old daughters or 31-year-old daughters, right? Wow. Like, this is hedonism to a point that makes no sense.
That's a madness, bro.
You know, like as in, literally, they could be your grandchild.
Yeah.
A dude says the relationship in question was, first of all, an Instagram message screenshot statement is crazy.
Oh, side note. Sorry, because he put out a statement.
Yeah.
I hate that he always has his AirPods in.
Yeah.
Take the freaking little bones out of your ears, bro.
To my friends and to my family.
Bro.
He all does
and
that.
he's reading the screen over there.
To my friends, to my family.
Cam,
and then at the very end, thank you.
Not even in the cam
Literally.
line.
Wearing a suit, just sitting there.
He says, my statement is found here, this is the truth, blah, blah. But the part I'm saying is the relationship in question was 100% consensual. Two things are wrong here, bro. The question of the consent of this relationship and then the relationship itself. What the heck are we doing? What the hell?
What the hell?
Like, you thought that was the only problem that's here? Like, literally, as you're saying, this is part of that whole development thing. It's like, bro, how tapped do you have to be to be able to view that?
Yeah, so this is the thing. It's like, I think you need to develop to a point where you should be able to view beauty without sexualizing it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, all right, like, I'm trying to think. Let's say at some point we're all going to be 50-something years old, right? And Carlos has a daughter and she's 20 years old. I should be able to be like, she's beautiful because I view her like my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you just, like people don't know lines anymore because they've never allowed boundaries to exist in their life. And they've just always just, whatever I desire, what I go for. Whatever I desire, what I go for. Like,
this goes in what you said, though, around the fact, like, do these guys only draw the line at legal age? And if the legal age was 15, would they go there too?
That's the thing.
Scary.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Like, gosh, as in, if your morality is dictated by the law,
it's not even inherently moral.
You're just doing what isn't going to get me in trouble.
Like, I don't know what's right and wrong in this situation. It's very hard to tell.
Everything.
Like what?
Everything wrong with this whole
To be fair, the age is not wrong.
Nah, that is disgusting.
It's disgusting, but it's not wrong. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's not illegal.
'Cause
It's not illegal.
Yeah, but it's still not wrong.
No. But it's underdeveloped brain
Like-
rot.
The thing is, I agree with both of you, but I feel like we have to be able to shame this stuff.
Yeah, we need to bring back
We
shame.
have to shame this stuff. And Monique did it on his show. Like, there's a soundbite going around now from her episode of Club
Yeah,
Shay
she's
Shay
like, you
recently.
need to stop messing with
She
these
was
young
literally
girls.
Like, stop messing with these young
Young
white girls that are like OnlyFans models and all this kind of stuff, and they're gonna run you into trouble. You need a 35-year-old plus. I think she has a black woman or just a woman or whatever
Yeah,
that's gonna
right.
like hold you down and
Yeah.
keep you accountable. All this kind of
literally
stuff. Like,
told
and he's
him
like,
that.
you know, just giggling. He's like, nah, I need the snow bunnies.
Oh, God.
It's just like it's disgusting.
Well, that
when
shows you that it's
and you know
got
how you go.
Yeah, I love
His
bro.
pants stop here.
Bro.
All of his pants stop
Lululemon,
here.
bro.
Wait, side note, is he also the one that went live
Yeah.
while he was...
Yeah, no, that's my
so-
Michelle.
Yeah, that's
so
my
he-
Michelle.
it's okay.
I don't understand why he would do that to himself. Like, you know what I mean?
The going live one.
No, like him,
happening now?
like
Messing
what's
with the
happening right
youngins
now.
about-
Like, especially when you understand like his story and his come up, like how he grew up and everything, you know.
Yeah, like his brother,
his
all that
brother,
kind of
and
stuff.
this, you know, like it's pretty bad how he grew
Yeah.
up. You know, very little money, and then all of a sudden now making
Yeah.
the NFL. I was like, okay, cool. Like now the success is there, and then now podcast and everything's like, wow, bro, you're
Yeah.
on top of the world.
$100 million
So
deal.
yeah, so it's like, bro,
To who?
Club Shay Shay.
So
Like,
club,
yeah, who,
like,
like someone bought it or something?
I don't know. It must be some rights thing. Yeah.
yeah. And then now you're putting yourself in positions that something could possibly, again, it's not wrong, it's not illegal and all that kind of stuff, but you're opening a huge door for
Yeah.
for something wrong
Yeah.
to happen.
Yeah. I mean, there's another conversation of like realistically, there's probably a lot of sexual trauma on his end from his childhood for this stuff to also
Yeah,
exist. Like,
probably.
especially when you look at like the
Yeah.
dynamics of like how he grew up and all that kind of stuff. It's very probably more likely than not, unfortunately.
I think what also makes it worse is like the relationship that they had is very like rough as well. So it's like when you
Yeah.
listen to these voice
Sound
notes,
bites and
it
yeah.
sounds like the worst thing ever
Yeah.
as an outsider,
Yes.
right? But then them,
Like,
this is the
just
type
how we
of
interact.
dynamic and
Yeah.
everything as well.
But I mean, she is claiming that there were also parts that weren't consensual. So there is
Yeah.
a major
So
issue
and both things can be
within
true.
this.
And but-
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, of
Which is
course.
That's the crazy
techie.
part
It's
about
techie.
abuse and
It's techie.
power dynamics and things like that
techie.
as well. That's what ends up happening.
Yeah.
Like,
My
everything
thing
gets
is-
conflated, man.
Yeah.
That way.
Like, there's just, I feel like as a man,
do better.
you should know, you should look at a 19-year-old and be like, boring.
yeah.
Like,
They
you
don't.
actually,
They don't, though.
This is the development thing we're talking
And it's
about.
also because the
especially
Doesn't make
relationships
sense,
are
bro.
meaningless.
Yeah.
Because if every relationship you have is actually just about sex, then of course bring me the hottest thing. Like, why would I not want the hottest thing? And what's the hottest thing? Someone probably between even then between 21 and 27, right? It's probably the hottest thing.
That's amazing.
And he's still gone younger than that. But it's like, realistically, it's like if you wanted to actually have a relationship where you're like, yo, do you want to travel and enjoy museums in Spain?
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're probably going to want someone that's aware of the same, I don't know, musical
Yeah.
artists
Someone who
that
can
you
name
are.
5 countries in
Seasons.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
like, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah.
This is crazy
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I said this when I was single at 27. I'm like, I can't date anyone under 24
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I'll lose my mind. At 27,
Brother, 50s.
Imagine being in your 50s.
30 years on.
I need me some of that.
A 19-year-old. That's nobody.
Come on, man.
Oh,
No,
God.
it's so messed up.
It
Bro.
might be, bro.
And I was just saying,
CT,
like, bro, it's so easy to do good. You know what I mean?
That's bro.
Yes, yeah.
This is the thing
Yeah.
that angers me every
You
time
go
I
out of
see-
your way to be
Yes,
bad.
yeah.
Yes.
Every time I see
Brother.
rich people do stupid, dumb
Yep.
things, you had it all going for you.
Yep.
This is how you realize you don't have to be smart to make bread in this world, bruv.
Bro, now for real.
We have horrible people with accessibility these days, bro.
Man. In my view, all you need to do is, you don't need to do it, but, you know, life is, you know, you find a good partner that loves you and you love them.
And it can
You
be
start a
beautiful.
family and you guys travel together and you guys do whatever it is you guys want to do.
Have a good
right?
time.
And then you go to your job or whatever it is that you
Yep.
do. I promise you nothing will come after you, bro.
Some people hear you say that and say, boo.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's their life,
Yeah,
man.
that's their life.
About a
but-
new partner in every contract.
Yeah, freaking fiend. That's what you sound like, bro.
And then now he had to step down from Disney, even though they're probably gonna fire him.
Yeah. Oh, true. Because now he stepped aside, right?
He stepped aside, but they're gonna fire him. They have this moral
100%.
clause in there, anyways.
Oh, where like you can't even have the allegations.
Yeah,
That's techie.
You know, Disney always has
That's
this
what
thing.
happened to
That's why, yeah, they don't,
Jonathan
bro. They're not
Majors.
gonna wait around to hear.
Yeah, 'cause they don't give a damn.
They don't give a damn.
I hear it.
Bro,
Everyone's
you
repl-
can.
That's the thing.
Everyone's
Everyone's
replaced.
replaced. You're all employees. You're just expensive employees.
Yeah. Oh, you're the favorite, but you did. Yeah, nah, get out. Yeah, we're gonna cut
That's
you.
true because the reputation is always going to be there now for that thing. And I think because it's also there's a social discourse to it of like
Yeah.
this guy he does the barely legal thing,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like we
It's
don't really
like
want
you-
that on us at Disney.
Yeah,
I remember
nah.
our youth pastor, Alex Tam, we had him on here too as well. But he was like, there's a line. It's not every day you try to just tiptoe it. Sometimes just step very far away from the line. Like the problem with us as humans with lines is
How
to try to
close can
get
I
as
get?
close to the line
Yeah.
as possible. You're gonna fall over it.
Yeah,
People do every single time.
true.
Bro. It takes the intervention of other people to save you from stepping because clearly within ourselves we can't. We what's that mathematic freaking equation? The one where it never reaches zero. Asymptote. In it, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. I think it's asymptote. We're just constantly trying to get right there. man.
Hey, hold on.
We're gonna slip. We can't stop ourselves from getting there, man. So it's like just steer clear of the line entirely, bro. But literally, it's that easy, like you say. But nah, man, people love it. They love the game. They love the hustle.
Get out the game and look what happens.
Yeah, Shannon Sharpe is packed up. This is not looking good, man.
Yeah.
It's actually not looking good.
it's a shame because the show was getting really good guests.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the get like
Which show?
Club Shay Shay.
Oh, Club Shay Shay. Oh, because he's
was
also
getting I know.
because he
yeah.
also got Nightcap, and Nightcap has been doing good too.
The show was getting really good guests, and a lot of times like people you hadn't heard from in a while, and that kind of like the Cat Williams thing was massive. Yeah, the Monique thing was good.
Do you think? I'm just trying to figure out like what's next. So obviously it's not on ESPN, and he owns Club Shay Shay and Nightcap, like, and he can make money off that. Could he just continue to run that?
the problem is, bro. Like okay.
It dies down once the social uptake of the personality starts dying down.
And doesn't he doesn't have sponsors or anything as well? Won't they pull away? I'm
Well,
sure
he does.
they-
He has DraftKings, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure
Yeah.
people will pull away.
Because in my mind, okay, like you know how sometimes like people have allegations come out and then it's found out that they were just allegations, nothing was true, and their career still like tanks, or it finds out that the true and they end up having that you do
correct.
time and everyone hates you, yeah. But our society is so
Fickle.
disgusting and fickle that it's like I don't think anyone would be able to see him do time and still come back and fully hardcore support. Majority would fall off the tracks.
Yeah.
But then the allegation side of things, it's like we'll forget this social part of it of like, oh, but that was a bit of a bad relationship. Like there's a lot of people who be like, hey man, Ong's back. He's been cleared. But we're like, oh, but he still was in a relationship with a 19-year-old. Like, you know what I mean? Like for some people, that's all right.
Yeah.
Which
Which is very
money might not disappear, bro.
Yeah, but again, he owns his own platform. So I mean, if he keeps some of those people, he can still run it.
YouTube really love money. They don't remove anyone.
They don't know, but this was like.
Do you think enough people love Shannon Sharpe?
to
Like, do they love the content that he produces?
I think they just like the
Or
guest.
They like the
Guests,
guests,
yeah.
right?
But I
That's
also
what
think
I
he does facilitate something. That
Of
allows
course,
the
there's
guests
something. There's
to-
something that it has created it to be so good, right? But it's like if we mostly love the guests, and these guests are also brands, and then they're gonna go, well, I can't be around something that's volatile or toxic or whatever,
Yeah, it
right? For my
stops.
own brand's sake. So then the really good guests stop coming along,
Yeah.
and then does
Speedy
that.
Mormon should take his place. in
Speedy
all
is
of
the
this.
greatest
Speedy is
person in all of
he's the
media.
greatest interviewer.
I love
out.
that guy.
And it's like, it's not because he's a good interviewer per se, but again, I think he facilitates. Like, I think he's just clean with it, but he's also quite funny and actually has character
Yeah,
as a
he
person.
does.
Like, his brain cogs.
He got a
Whereas Shannon
beautiful
Sharpe is
spurt.
actually, I don't want to do it.
Beautiful spurt.
It doesn't look like anything's going on out there sometimes, man. So I blame the CT again. But I think Speedy could be nice if he's on a very, because he spaces interviews out so much, but if he's on a very regular play out like Shannon is right now with heavy hitting guests again that we haven't heard from a while, I'm watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, man. Complex, get to thinking, bro. Get these men some gigs, bro. We'll see, man. Watch this space for Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, man. Damn. We'll see what happens.
Damn, 2 weeks in a row, we finished off with goofy people doing madnesses overseas, bro. Americans, man. It's actually just Americans at this point, bro.
America is a very different
that country is straight
society.
up entertainment, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's not a real place, man. Straight up simulation, fam.
Oh, is everyone getting sleepy?
Yeah, hey.
I'm tired, man.
Yeah, hey.
Time to pack it up,
I don't
man.
know how
We
well
gave
I-
him more than
Ready to
55.
go.
We dragged it.
I'm watching Sinners tonight. I don't know how I'm going to do it, bro.
Hey, you need a nap now.
Yeah, I'm going to go
Actually.
dive with that.
I need to go to the cinema tonight too.
Do it, bro.
Bro.
Bro, sinners.
What's
I
up?
remember
Okay.
last time we went to the cinema just to have a nap, bro.
That was beautiful.
the
one of
best.
probably is one of the best naps.
That was the
I've had.
best.
Yeah, because the aircon was blowing.
We
as
had a
well.
12
I do that all the time.
But we had a 12-hour day, and they were like, "But we need to go. We're going out in the evening, but we don't go home. All right, but we
We
need
need
to
somewhere
sleep.
cold, yeah.
So we got tickets to watch a movie, and we just knocked out.
Bro, ads.
Can you imagine the ad started like, "All right, good night."
Nah, everybody said good night.
Everyone said good night. We did this to the corner, bro. Some goofy movie was playing,
Cars 3.
bro. In your dreams, or your choo choo, you're like, yeah,
Best
bro.
dreams ever,
Best
bro.
dreams, bro.
Man's watching dreams and hearing it in Dolby Vision, bro.
Bro, woke up, yeah, good night, bro.
All right, man.
That's dope. Thank you for joining us. We hope you did enjoy that. Once again, shout out to you guys from Amari Gala. Incredible stuff. Really,
Thank you,
really,
brother.
really proud of you guys.
Thank you, guys. See you next year.
We'll
tomorrow,
see you
bro.
guys next year at Amari. We'll see you guys next week on the podcast. Yeah, that's it. All right.
I was gonna say, yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, that's
Peace.
Love.